Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we have a challenge for you. Well, not for you, we have a challenge for Chris and Sarah. I have an offer, in fact, for them, so please stay tuned and you'll find out in due course exactly what it is. Now, what we're talking about today is education. We're going to teach them a few things, but we're also going to have a look, shall we say, at their educational skills, their teaching skills, their tutoring skills and everything else, because they have their kids educated to the best of their ability. Unfortunately, their ability is, I guess it's up there with something anyway.
We've left the three older girls at home doing homeschool, and we've got Jason Mila obviously here in the back with us.
So whilst the girls are busy with their tutors at home, me and Sarah have to nip out to pick up a couple of things for something that's happening next week, which we're really excited about.
So yeah, they're back on the old tutoring recently. They've been tutoring again. I think that's what they've been telling us anyway. But what we're going to do first now is we're going to take a trip back to a time not so long ago where these were on their travels and they were educating their kids in a van the size of my kitchen. Now, if you know how big my kitchen is, you'll understand how small this van is, right? So without further ado, let's get right into it and see how they educated their kids on the road.
Obviously me and Sarah love plenty of Mickey Mouse and stuff on a night time. Get that Disney Plus going. Oh. And then you come into the girls' bed down here and we'll turn the light on. Boom. And you've got another smart TV down here for the girls. Obviously it's the same TV as up there. Netflix, etc.
That space was.
Blah 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 blah. This is I'd love to have I love to swap with the girls and sleep down here because it's so nice and cozy in here. This is the favourite thing for the girls to do. This is their den.
So on their most recent van trip, they were away for about 2 months, and bearing in mind that the spaces that the kids had to do their homeschooling in was that little coffin bedroom thing, or the table in the front of the van.
This I should have mentioned, the van, sorry, right now is set up for daytime use, like when we're parked somewhere. This is how it's generally set up. So this is the seating area. Down here, just under this cushion here, there's an ISOFIX attachment, and then there's also one here, and under these cushions here and here.
Now, assuming that table is still there, on the most recent van tour that wasn't actually shown, so I don't know if it's definitely there, but let's assume it actually is. They could feasibly do some form of homeschooling there, possibly, but on their original van, when they first did the conversion, Chris put a table in the back of the van specifically for their homeschooling purposes.
There's also this U-shaped table at the back. We all fit around here because obviously you can sit this side and then right down there and right down there. Yeah. This is an extra table. And yeah, we don't spend too much time on that table, really. We do. I thought we'd have spent more, but maybe when we're wild camping a bit more and there's like, we can have the doors open at the back and we're sat like at a lake. Someone's loving the sea right now. We're sat like at a lake, it might be nice to sit round here and play cards and things like that.
It's mainly for dinner as well, like more place for people to sit for dinner as well.
For dinner time as well. But we've been eating outdoors because the weather's been so nice. I'm sure we'll use this space more, like when it gets in colder places.
However, after that first attempt, he decided that it was pointless putting a specific table for them to homeschool because they didn't use it ever. So they took it out.
Most of you guys will know that watched our last van tours, we used to have a bed lift system in here. So this bed was on a winch and this would winch basically into the roof, kind of like a Happy Jack bed system for those of you who are familiar with van conversions and stuff like that, but one that I put together using a winch instead. And it worked really well. We used to get rid of our bed in the daytime, and then this area would fold into a seating area with benches on both sides and a table in the middle. But we realised that we just really never used that. It just didn't get used as much as I thought it would be, thought it would do. And we also, because of that system, we had to compromise on the lower bed space, and I really didn't want to do that anymore.
Now that they've taken the only place to do homeschooling out of their van, where would they do it? Possibly in the awning, if they put up the awning, you know, and maybe they could do it out there. That would be an option.
Whoa! Babe, the snow is well above the door. I can't even open the door. Whoa. Oh my goodness, what on earth has happened overnight?
However, when you're in the Arctic, putting an awning outside the van is probably not the best option in the world. You know, it's a little bit on the chilly side. So I'm thinking, Chris, that you most likely didn't put the awning up in order to do your homeschooling outside. Is that a fair assessment? I mean, I could just be me. I may be way off the mark here, but I'm thinking that that is probably what happened, or not what happened in this case.
Look how deep it is. That is a lot of snow that's come down last night.
So, given the fact that during this Arctic road trip, it was unfeasible to expect your kids to do their homeschooling out in the awning in the freezing cold, I'm thinking that there are only 3 possible options as to how they got their homeschooling done. Right, Chris? Firstly, in the coffin bed. Could have been in there. Or was it, in fact, on this little table? Now, I'm thinking that, yes, obviously, it could have been on this little table. However, is it also fair to say that this little table is, in fact, quite little, and there's not much space on the actual table or to sit around it, and there's 3 girls doing homeschooling all at the same time? And what happens when you have your 3 laptops all there, all doing homeschooling at the same time, trying to listen to your tutors, each one individually having a tutor session? What happens when they can't hear the tutors and you have the screaming kids in the background and Sarah trying to watch her movies and whatnot? It's just not feasible for that to actually have happened at all. Or thirdly and finally, was it in fact up on the top bunk on Sarah's bed in this highly unlikely cramped position? I don't know.
And then we got the girls all up here. What are you watching, Isla?
Dance Moms.
Oh, looks like Isabel from back here. No, it's just the blue. Oh. No, you have to see what it looks like from my screen, Isabel. No, I did not. Isabel's back there somewhere as well. Hey!
So I think, given all the evidence there, that it's probably fair to say that very little, if any, homeschooling was done over the last 2 months in that Arctic road trip. And I know we've said it so many times that it's probably not getting much homeschooling done, but given that, which I've just shown, I would say none whatsoever. Nothing of any substance, certainly, but I don't think anything was actually done. Not least because it's actually impossible, because what happened when one of the kids was doing the tutor sessions, everybody would have to leave the van to give them the peace and quiet. Where would they go? They were out in the Arctic, so you expected all the rest of the kids just to stand out in the snow whilst one child had their tutor session. That didn't happen, did it? It wouldn't happen. No chance. So if we go back a little bit further, because this is not the only times that they have been a little bit dubious on their homeschooling methods, shall we say. If we look back on a time where Isla, 9 years of age, Isla was upstairs in her bedroom on her own, sat on her bed doing schoolwork.
The A-okay, but how's it going?
Good, I'm doing like a 3D shapes.
3D shapes.
Yes, it's fun.
Cool.
I actually really like them, and for some reason I think I'm the only person who actually in this family who likes it, but I like getting like homework and stuff.
She does like extra work actually. We have like set lessons for the day, and we have like group discussion, talk through them, and then the girls go off and do like their thing, their work, and then when they're finished, Isla does often say, is there anything else I should do?
Yeah.
And I always say, yes, go do some reading or go do some spellings. Is that what you're reading? We need some book recommendations for Isla, actually.
And ridiculous as that was that was just the tip of the iceberg. If we go back a little bit earlier than that, we have 8-year-old Isla, 8 years of age, doing homeschooling in her bedroom alone.
Okay guys, so just in the first one, which was Magic Finger, so I'll show you it. So I rated it a 9 out of 10, and I drew the book, and that's the best of drawing, but I'm really actually proud of it. The finger, and then the big poof of magic, which happens, and then we've got, this is what I rate it. Oops. So I rate this book a 9 out of 10. It was very creative, but it was very short. The magic finger, and then the date, and then my name. Yes, I'm really proud of this one. So I rated it a 10 out of 10. It's such a good book.
Now, I focus on Isla there because she's the youngest. She's the one that needs help, and especially at that age, and even now, still now, when they say, oh, we left the girls at home doing their tutor sessions, we left the girls at home doing their homeschooling, the girls are upstairs doing their homeschooling. That can't happen. You can't leave a 11, 10, 9, 8-year-old alone doing schoolwork. That's not going to work. What if she gets stuck? What if she needs help? What if she needs her teacher? You, Sarah, are the teacher. What if she needs you? You're out at the IKEA. What if, recently you left her home alone with the other two. Who was going to give her the help that she needs? It's not going to be bloody Isabel, is it? You see what I'm saying here, Sarah? It's not going to happen. You can't give your 10-year-old, 11-year-old, or down to 8-year-old an assignment just to go off up into the bedroom and fend for yourself educationally. Just no. So this brings me to my next point, right? We have now Isla, who is gonna be you're not gonna want to hear this, Sarah, you're really not. Isla in September should be going to high school. That's the standard that she's supposed to be at. Is she high school ready, Sarah? Is she? Because some might look at how Isla was when she left school and how she is now, and might have a different opinion to how you see things, I'm thinking. The other thing is Esme. Esme in September will be starting her GCSEs. She'll be in year 4. Sorry, year 10 even. 4th year of high school, year 10, right? So she will be starting year 10, and she will be doing her GCSEs. She will have learnt everything that she needs to know up to this point, so she can go forward now for the next couple of years and study what she's learned over the past few years. Is she up to that standard, Sarah? Do you know? Do you have a clue at all? No? Well, that's the standard she should be. She should actually have chosen her options as well. Do you have any clue, Sarah Ingham, what your child wants to do as a career? She should really have it in her mind now. And she can't be thinking, oh, I'm going to be a crocheter. You know, that's a nice hobby. I'm not putting it down, but it's not a career unless she actually does want to make a career out of it, in which case send her down the right path to do that. And the right path is not selling it to your IFAM. That's not, maybe take a course, take a class. She's good. She can do certain things. She's learned, she's self-taught, but get her on a proper class, a proper course to enhance the skills that she's learned already. That's an option. Now, Isabel says that she's going to be doing college in September. Now, this is an interesting one, isn't it? College in September for Isabel. She's going to be doing what? She says she's going to be doing psychology, sociology, and criminology. Is it those ones? All the ologies. And she is going to be out of action for exploitation purposes come September, isn't she? I mean, she could do an online course. That is very much true. She could do college course online, but as I've already proven, there's no room to do it. It's impossible to do it. And even if you found a way for her to do it in the back of a van, it would be, she has to be doing it full time, right? She has to actually be studying really, really hard, not just, do a little bit here and there and just go off, to the beach every, to get your Insta shots and stuff like that. That's not going to work. So it's really knuckling down time, Sarah. So what's your plans for September?
He is home. This is definitely a boy.
Boy, yeah?
It's a boy. It's Ollie. One life, live it. Van. Oh my gosh. I am literally I can't, but it's almost the roof of the house. This thing is huge. Oh my God, how tall it is. I can't believe it. I can't believe it goes 2 stories. It goes all the way. Oh my gosh, it's massive. The girls are inside, so excited to. Obviously Isabel's not here and Isla's already seen it, but Esme hasn't seen it. And she's really excited to see it. So
you've bought an RV. You've spent £93,000 on an RV, and you have one child starting high school, one child, I'm sorry, I can't believe I'm saying this. You've got one child starting high school, one child starting their GCSEs, and one child starting college, and one child starting school. Jace. Remember Jace? Yeah, school. So 4 children in prime. I don't know what the hell you're thinking. £93,000 on an RV when you're not even going to be able to bloody use it. How is Jace going to start his educational career? Have you even thought about anything? Did it even cross your mind, education? Or is that just like, I don't know. I don't have a clue, to be honest. So my offer to you, Chris and Sarah, is thus, right? I know that you don't care about education. I know that. I know as well that you're not educating your kids in that van. It's impossible. Even if you think you're doing it, it's not happening. 100% no chance. Okay, I don't care what you say. So here's my offer, right? I challenge you to prove to me that, because you never ever show the homeschooling setup. Why do you not show that? I mean, that's a very important part. You're homeschooling with 7 kids in a small van. That would be an important thing to show people how you do it. You know, people are actually interested to know. But you never show that, and the reason is because you know you get lots of hate for it because you're not doing it correctly. Now, I challenge you to prove to me once and for all that you are doing it, how you're doing it, show the setup, and show that it's workable. I know you don't have to prove anything to me because I'm nobody to you, but if you prove to me that you are actually educating your kids, then I'll just take all the videos that I've ever done of you, I'll take them down for good. Gone. And I know you won't do it, but the offer's on the table. You know, I don't think I can say fairer than that. I mean, you know, take it or leave it, basically. And I promise that I will, you know. So yeah, that's the offer. And until next time, Chris and Sarah, please chin up. It's not that bad. Everybody else, take a breath, have a lovely day, give this video a massive thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. Comment everything you want to comment down below, and I'll see you again soon in another video. Take care and bye bye.